Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Very Good Food Company. So the Very Good Food Company just came out and they did a press release because the stock ran up so hot that they had to do a press release. And then as soon as the press release came out, the stock dropped like a rock. Like literally dropped like a rock. And this is the market for you. Very volatile. And I expected a stock drop anyways because the stock was clearly overbought, and it's still overbought because the RSI level is still at 87. It's still considered overbought right now. So I expect a pullback in the stock. We'll see if it happens. I mean, I think this is my opinion, but I think this is like a pump and dump. Temporary pump and dump. It will go back up again over time with news, but for now I think that the stock will have a correction, and in the future it will pull back. Where do I think the stock will pull back to? Around $2.50. I think the stock will go back to $2.50. I could totally be wrong, and we could see this thing go back to $1.50, which would make it amazing buying opportunity. Like truly amazing buying opportunity, but I don't think that's going to happen. I could be wrong. I totally could be wrong. And but this, in my opinion, it's probably going to drop back down to $2.50. But there's always a but. Big money ultimately dictates the stock price. So if big money tomorrow want to continue to pump the stock higher, then it will go higher. It doesn't matter what retail investors have to say. If big money wants to pump this up higher, it will go higher. But in my opinion, the stock price is going to crash, and we're going to see it go back to around $2.50. I would say $2.50 would be a good area to buy for a long-term position. It could drop down lower. We could see $1.50. I have not sold my shares. I've kept my entire shares this entire pump up. I bought around $1.08. I don't think it will drop back down to $1.08. And why do I think it'll drop back down to $2.50? I think the only reason why is because there's so many eyeballs on Very Good Food Company right now. Almost every single YouTube company, almost every YouTube channel I ran across, any major YouTube channel, they all cover Very Good Food Company in a certain way. Like they mentioned it on their channel. Like Jack Spence, he didn't talk about the company, but he mentioned the company because Jeremy was talking about the company. So again, a bunch of people got exposure to the company. Then there was Seventh. He came on, he talked about the company, and then there's Jeremy, who will buy more stock if it goes back down to $2.50 or even $1.50. He said he would buy another 40 to 50,000 shares if it goes back down there. I will also buy more stock if it goes back down. That's my plan. So I don't know what's going to do. If the stock continues to run, I'm going to hold. If the stock falls back down to below around $2.50, I will slowly add into my position. That is my plan forward because I believe in this company long term. I believe that this company has a lot of potential. But that is my opinion, and none of this is financial advice. I don't control the markets. Big money controls the market. There could be retail investors that are involved. There is a lot of retail investors that are involved, but ultimately, I really think that big money is what moves the stock price. And for now, I think in the short term, I think this will be a massive pullback. I could totally be wrong, and the next day, the market could take this thing higher, back up to $6 again. We'll see what happens, but I'm expecting a pullback. Like a big one. So what is it? So Jeremy's been mentioned in this article or this press release. So the Very Good Food Company, they basically released promotional activity. That means that recently they've been coming out and promoting the company through a lot of YouTube channels, and then they also mentioned like including Fox Business in connection with Palmer Anson partnership, Veg Carmis, Motley Fool, and most recently YouTube influencer Jeremy, I can't say that last name, with his 568,000 subscriber account by the name of Financial Education. The company cautioned readers that the aforementioned media content was created by third party with whom the company has no relationship, and the content was neither reviewed, authorized, nor approved by the company. Additional, no financial consideration was paid in connection with this content. So it's free content for them. So yeah. And Jeremy doesn't just cover a company unless he believes in it. And, you know, if Jeremy is going to consistently talk about the company, that's why I'm saying that I think that a really good price point is $250, because if it moved down from $4 to $250, I think a lot of smaller retail investors will load up in this price range. And it still has a really tight share structure and float. And the company does not have to dilute shareholders anymore, at least in the short term. For the next year, I don't think the company will need to dilute shareholders. But in 2021, I think there could be finance of dilution. Or scenario number 2, the big money pumps a very good food company back to that price range. And then the company takes the company through an IPO of the NASDAQ and raises money through the IPO of NASDAQ for more cash to execute on their strategy. That's what could happen in the near future with very food company. They could end up doing an IPO similar to Green Power and get listed on the NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange in the US. It only makes sense. Like, they're going to be a US company very soon. They started in Canada and they're going to expand to the US through that California facility. And the US market is so much bigger than Canada. So I think, I really think that very good food company long term has a lot of potential. Short term, I think that the stock price is going to drop back down to $2.50 in my opinion. And then another piece of news is Scott Mitchell Andrew sold 100,000 shares at $2.44, and then he sold another 40,000 shares at $3.24. This is kind of a little suspicious in my opinion, because this sell was basically on the same time frame that Jeremy came out with a video on Very Good Food Company. So yeah, came out with it, but Jeremy made a Very Good Food Company video, but he didn't mention the name when he sold the stock. So, and then the market just bought it up and skyrocketed the stock. And I'm expecting a pullback. We'll see what happens. I'm not planning to sell, even though I think this is going back to like 250. I'm not planning to sell. I'm planning to hold. So that's just my plan moving forward. It might be a stupid one, but sometimes as a long-term investor, you have to live through this volatility. You just have to. I bought it at $1. I don't think it'll ever go back down to $1 again. And I want to see Very Good Food Company deliver 1,000% return on investment to me eventually. I mean, it'd be nice in the short term, but it all depends on the market, where the market wants to take this company. But we'll see. Anyways, I think this video has been long enough. Okay, I got only last another 50 seconds. Right now, the market is down a little bit, down 14 cents. But we'll see what happens tonight. Tonight is going to be really interesting. And I think the market could sell off further. That's my opinion. We'll see. I still think that I believe Biden's going to win. I want Trump to win, but I believe Biden will win because I think, because of the virus. Trump didn't handle the virus very well, and it probably lost a lot of confidence, and people probably lost a lot of confidence in Trump. And that's the reason why I think Trump's going to lose ultimately. But that's my opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.